Alrighty, we are live. We're live. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of our show today. Alrighty, let's begin today's broadcast. Who's excited? I'm excited. I'm excited for what today is going to bring. So please share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Retweet this broadcast. Let's get it going. And alrighty, let's. And I apologize for the background noise. You know, I have a baby in the house. Alrighty, guys. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for being a part of my show today. This is the Leadership Standard. I'm your host, Buchi Law. I'm an attorney, licensed and practicing in the United States of America. I'm also a supporter for justice. I believe strongly that human rights should be protected. And that is exactly what we want to talk about today. The human rights of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All right, the fundamental human rights of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is very important that we all understand that every human being has fundamental human rights. The right to expression, the right to speech, the right to free movement, the right to privacy, and all of these rights are enshrined in the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria, all right? So if any of those rights are violated, then ultimately it just shows that there are no rule of law in Nigeria, or there is no rule of law in Nigeria. And that is exactly what we want to do today. But let's start off with some of the news that broke down in recent time during Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. We don't want to waste so much time. In this show, we like to begin at point and we like to end at point. We don't like to waste time talking, absolute nonsense. We like to hit the hammer in the head. And again, I want to apologize strongly for the background noise. Right now, I want to share this story. Now, this is the story of the judge that declined Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's request to wear Isiagu to court. I want you all to understand that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has the right to wear whatever he decides he wants to wear to court. All right. In a saner climate, somebody who says that they don't want to wear a particular dress or wants to wear a particular dress to court, they should be respected. How exactly does a judge stop people from wearing a particular outfit to court? This is more becoming very questionable. I'm becoming to question most of everything that's going on in that court. All right. But I'm going to just pray and hope that the next time that they adjourn this case, or, they adjourn the case to April, that the next time they sit for this case, I'm praying and hoping that will be the last of all this nonsense. All right. Hopefully and prayerfully that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes with the kind of clothes he wants to wear. And hopefully and prayerfully that he's allowed to wear that clothes. And because if the next time this man comes to court and he's wearing the same clothes he's been wearing since last year, then it's just time for us to just flush the judicial system down the toilet. Because it doesn't make any sense why an agency of government will be flouting the rules of a court, the rules of the Federal High Court. The Federal High Court, which is one of the biggest courts in Nigeria, their rules should be respected. But now the judge is saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's, should not wear his Isiagu dress, because she says that it intimidates the DSS. All right. Can you imagine that kind of nonsense? When the judge asked the director of the legal department of the why is he still wearing the clothes? The officer told the court that Mr. Kanu's family brought a cloth that has a lion's heart, which offends our standard operating procedure. Technically, when someone says that something offends your standard operating procedure, the next question you should ask the lawyer to the DSS is, what is your standard operating procedure? What exactly is your standard operating procedure? If somebody cannot just blow grammar and say that it offends our standard operating procedure, and you don't ask the person, what exactly is your standard operating procedure? And Mrs. Nyako asked the defendant, that's Kanu, what type of clothes do you want to wear? And Mr. Kanu obviously said, I want to wear the clothes of my people, Isiagu. And the judge responded, that kind of clothes cannot be worn in my court. What kind of nonsense is this? What kind of court is that? Why can't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wear the clothes that he wants to wear? That was the same clothes that his brother was wearing in the same court. So how does it even make any sense that the judge is telling him that the clothes cannot be worn in the court? And that same clothes was worn by his brother in the same court. Why didn't the judge decide to strip his brother of that same clothes and say that his brother should walk out? You see, even when they are using their sense, it just seems like the sense is not complete. Because how do you tell somebody that you cannot wear that clothes to court, and the junior brother or the senior brother of that person, of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is wearing the same clothes to court? Does it make any sense? That can show you exactly what we're trying to talk about. That is the reason why we are backward as a people is because of the fact that we have left substance and we're chasing shadows. Nigerians leave substance and chase shadows. How do you leave the fact that people are dying, people are losing their lives, and rather than you to assist in helping them, becoming a better people as a nation, you are here telling somebody in the court of law not to wear his dress because it offends standard operating procedure that we don't even know what the operating procedure is. All of this secret trial and all of this hacky-panky needs to stop. The Nigerian government needs to stop all of this and realize that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a human being like every one of us, and it needs to be treated with respect. So is every other person that is locked up in the cell of Nigeria. If you are locked up in the cell of Nigeria, the Nigerian police must realize that every person needs to be treated with respect, with dignity, with human rights. It doesn't matter what the crime the person has done. That is the reason why I will never, ever subscribe to jungle justice. I will never subscribe to jungle justice. And anybody who partakes in jungle justice, that person has to stop. Because even if Nigeria cannot claim to have the rule of law, the people should not feel comfortable carrying out justice with their own hands. Do you know why? Because at the end of the day, it just makes things even worse. I know that some people may say otherwise, but to think about it, in a democratic system of government, the reason why jungle justice prevails is because of what? A failure of what? Of leadership. There is a failure of leadership. In America or in Europe, if a crime is committed, the least that can happen is that somebody will make a citizen's arrest. The people will make a citizen's arrest. They will hold the criminal down till the police should come so that they can arrest the criminal or the suspect. All right? But because of the failure of the rule of law, that's why we see a lot of people committing jungle justice against suspected criminals. Because they don't trust the government. They don't trust the police. They don't trust the military. They don't trust any of these agencies. And for me, I don't trust the DSS. Because they are not being fair to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They can tell us whatever they want to tell us. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty of the whole matter, when it comes down to what is playing down in their dungeon, we can clearly see that they are denying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu his fundamental human rights. Now, this is one aspect of them failing to provide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the freedom of expression. The kind of clothes you wear is an expression of your person. The kind of dress you wear is an expression of your person. Just is as similar as the kind of food you eat. So when they denied Mazi Nnamdi Kanu his clothes, the Ishiagu, they literally denied the whole of the Igbo people the right to express themselves. You must realize that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is taking Nigeria on a training ground, on a training lesson. First of all, what he's doing is exposing the judicial system. But the judicial system is not smart enough to understand that this man is literally exposing us in the public. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is undressing the judicial system. He's undressing the agencies of Nigeria, and he's exposing them to the courts. All right. It is not enough for you to say that I am the best nation in Africa. I am the giant of Africa. Who is your giant helping? Your giant, is he helping anybody? It's not enough for you to claim that you are the best or you are the giant of the world. What has your giant done? How is your giant relating to matters of national security? How is your giant relating to situations that border on fundamental human rights of people? That is how the world will judge the giant of Africa. If the giant of Africa is claiming that they cannot provide somebody to wear a dress because the judge is afraid that that lion in the Ishiago will jump out from the clothes and bite her in the court, or the lion will jump from there and bite the lawyer for the DSS. I don't know what the problem is, but that is why we have to speak up on these things. These little things is what is spoiling the unity that Nigeria is claiming that they have. There is no unity in Nigeria. If there is unity in Nigeria, we will start seeing it from the courts. This is enough evidence to prove to any right-thinking individual that there is no unity in Nigeria. Nigeria has no unity. It is all man for himself, God for us all. How can you claim that you have unity and you are denying? First of all, you've denied him. If I was the judge, first of all, if I was the judge and I come to that same court and I see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the same clothes that he has been wearing since the beginning, after I have made an order that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not come to my court with that same clothes, do you know what I will do? I will first of all tell the DSS. I will make an order right there and then telling the DSS that they should go immediately and provide a cloth for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before the case will even start that day. And I will ensure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu changes that cloth in that same court right there and then before the matter will proceed. If I was the judge, I am not the judge, but if I was the judge, that is what I would do. But a system of government in Nigeria where people are allowed to act with impunity, that is the result that you see there. They are denying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu his dress to wear because the judge said that it cannot be worn in our courts. What a shame. What a shame that a man will be denied his expression of his fundamental human rights in a court of law. I spit on this judicial system. It is sad that this is what is going on in the court of law of Nigeria. It is really sad. And I just hope and pray that these judges have a change of heart and start treating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a human being that deserves fundamental human rights. Having said that, I am going to go to another pressing issue. As you can see in this particular picture, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is wearing glasses. All right? So it is fair to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somebody that wears glasses, right? But now, there is another story that I wanted to share with you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying that he's going blind, he needs his reading glasses, he's telling the court. Ever since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, they broke his glasses. These mad people that arrested him decided that the right thing to do was to destroy his glasses. All right? And what they did was that they broke his glasses into pieces. And now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has claimed that he's going blind and he needs his glasses. I am wearing my glasses. If someone takes away my glasses, it'll be very difficult for me to see. But why then do they feel comfortable letting somebody? Not only are they putting him in a dungeon, in the custody, they're also denying him his glasses. What are these people gaining from this nonsense they are doing? First of all, if they think that it is going to stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's not working. It's not working. The least you can do in the process of being wicked is at least be a normal human being. Be a reasonable human being. Be somebody that has the fear of God. What does Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's glasses have to do with anything? Does he have to do with the terrorism charges? Does Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's glasses have to do with any of the charges that they've labeled against him? No. So why then did they destroy his glasses? It only goes to show you how despicable these people are, how very wicked and callous they are. And everything that a man will sow, he will definitely reap. Because how then do you deny somebody's glasses to see? That can show you how wicked these people are. But I don't want to be emotional. I want to just state the facts. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's glasses were brought to Kenya when he was arrested, and it was damaged by the security agents during his arrest. And also, it must be clear that the glasses that he brought to Nigeria in 2015 when he was first arrested were seized by the DSS, and they never released it to him. Kanu has also complained that he has not been allowed to take clothes from his family, and he has been wearing the same clothes since June. So, but we must know that Kanu is requesting that the court should dismiss all the charges against him on the grounds that the alleged offenses were not committed in Nigeria. And he has also made that no prima facie case has been made against him by the federal government throughout the proof of evidence in support of their own charges. They denied this man his glasses. They denied him the clothes he wants to wear. They've been adjourning this case for so long. But as I said, we're praying that the next time they sit down in this case, it's going to be a ruling, and it'll be a ruling of what? Of discharged and free to go. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be discharged and he'll be free to go. I want to just put it out there so that the world is aware that they are denying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu his glasses, a fundamental human right. Everyone has a right of expression. Everyone has a right of freedom of movement. My movement will be interfered with if I don't have my reading glasses. And that is the right that they are violating for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't understand a government that feels like it is above the law. Everybody is beneath the law. Even judges can be prosecuted. Even police officers can be prosecuted. So I just want to put it out there that as we can see, there is a lot that is happening. The government of Nigeria is failing in its role. It is failing bigly in its role. And it's sad that we are living in a time as this, and we're watching this unfold. We're watching this hate unfold. All right? So, before I go on, I want to play this particular video, or rather, this particular story. As you can see, the Kenyan government has said that there is no immigration record of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's departure from our country. All right? Mr. Aloy Ejimakor, the special counsel, and this is from Vanguard, to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has said that the Kenyan government has filed a court document to show that there was no immigration record of Kanu's departure from Kenya after his arrival to the country. This joint statement was issued by Ejimakor and the brother of Kanu, Kanunta, where they argued that the position of the Kenyan government has made the circumstances under which Kanu disappeared from Kenya a more grievous offense, claiming a serious consequence awaits all those involved in the action. As you can see, the Kenyan government filed an affidavit. The Attorney General of Kenya filed an affidavit on the 10th of February, and they attached Kanu's arrival and departure record from Kenya from 17th July to 12th of May, when he last entered Kenya. And in the affidavit, they said that since July 17th, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu visited and departed Kenya on several occasions. That from the above travel list, it is evident that his last arrival date was on December 5th, 2021. I believe that is what it is. And there's no evidence to prove that he left the country. The affidavit also said that they're not privy to Kanu's arrest, detention, or extradition. Kanu's lawyers argue that it is pertinent to note that this affidavit having been drawn up and filed by the AG of Kenya is the clearest official confirmation from the government of Kenya that what happened to Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya amounts to a crime both in Nigeria, Kenya, and under international law. And with this latest development, Kanu's ordeal in Kenya has turned a new corner where domestic and international criminal indictments will lie against the persons that directly or indirectly participated in this high crime. It has gone beyond extraordinary rendition. People will start facing the wrath of the law, whether they like it or not. You cannot run from this act. The Nigerian government and the people that have been involved in the kidnap of Mazi Kanu, they will not be able to run from this action. Do you know why? Because the Kenyan government has washed its hands from it. The Kenyan government has said that they are not aware of what happened in how Mazi Kanu left and went to Kenya. They're not aware how he left out of Kenya. They have thrown what that simply means is that they have thrown the Nigerian government under the bus. They have told the Nigerian government that this is your own problem. It is not our problem. However you brought this man to Kenya and how he left Kenya, it is your problem. It is not our problem. And I want you to listen to Aloy Ejimako and what he has to say about this. I want you to listen.
Both from the so. Okay, sir. Regarding the court case today of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we would like you to talk about it and tell us what you think about have the government of Kenya through an affidavit drawn up and filed by the Attorney General of Kenya, stating clearly, without any equivocation, that there was no record of departure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya from when he entered Kenya last on the 12th of May last year. So this is the clearest confirmation yet. Beyond media razzmatazz, this is now inside the record of the court of Kenya, that the Kenyan government is on record with such significant denial. So you can say that Nigeria has finally been thrown under the bus by Kenya. This denial, whether true or not, makes the case of extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu much stronger than it was before. That's number one. Number two, it has created a panoply of possible criminal violations that will ensue on grounds of the anti-torture legislation of Nigeria and the United Nations Convention Against Torture, and of course laws of Kenya. So right now you're looking at a situation where criminal indictments may lie against those people that participated directly or indirectly in the abduction, unlawful imprisonment, disappearance.
Let's play the next one.
Indirectly in the abduction, unlawful imprisonment, disappearance, torture, and the ultimate rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. So while we were hitherto, while we were previously talking about extraordinary rendition as a barrier to his prosecution in the Abuja criminal matter that is pending, we are now talking about a situation where you have very serious crimes committed within the domestic laws of Kenya, domestic laws of Nigeria. Like I mentioned before, Nigeria has a law prohibiting torture, and within the canons of international law. So these criminal proceedings will have to be activated. We are lawyers, so we are going to pursue this to the hilt. We are trained to pursue the path of justice. So within Kenyan national jurisdiction and Nigerian national jurisdiction and the international arena, you can expect that there's going to be a levying of sort of myriad criminal indictments to follow what happened. It was a very terrible thing. Someone entered, and we have it on good authority. Kenyan immigration records still indicate that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in Kenya. If you recall, sometime in July, late July to early August, I authored an article. The title was that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still technically in Kenya. So as of 10th February, through this affidavit drawn up by the Attorney General of Kenya, that has just been confirmed. So I'm using this opportunity because I'm sure somewhere along the line, the British authorities will stumble on this information. So it opens a new vista of diplomatic interventions by Britain that has the right, based on the nationality, British nationality of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Britain now has a clearer right to demand of the Kenyan government what happened to Her Majesty's subject, Her Majesty's citizen who entered your country on 12 May 20.
There you go. There you have it. There you have it, my people. As you can see, the Kenyan authority has said it clearly that they have no idea how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taken out of Kenya. They have mentioned it that they don't know how he got out of Kenya because they know for sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sent in and taken out of Kenya illegally. They've cleared it. They've said it. And they don't want to be a party in all of this hula baloo because they know for sure that when the push comes to shove, the people that will be suffering the consequences, they don't want to suffer the consequences. They would rather wait for the Nigerian government to be the ones responsible for the consequences that they've put upon themselves. And for me, I know very well that all the avenues will be plugged in, all the lawsuits will be filed, all the arguments will be made, everything that needs to be made or spoken about will be spoken about. No stone will be left unturned until the whole world is aware of what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And there are going to be documentaries about this on Netflix, on Amazon, on all these TV channels. I can promise you this. The same attention that Nelson Mandela faced in his own time, that is the same attention that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to get from this particular case and trial that he's going through. And this will be the final of it. This will be the last of it. After this trial, after this particular judgments that will come out from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, and the precedents that will be set, the judicial precedents that will be set, you best believe that the legal landscape in Nigeria is going to take a whole different turn, a whole dimension. You best believe that. Now, I've shown you in this broadcast, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu denied his eyeglasses, denied his dress, denied his prayer materials, denied his clothes, denied family visits. Lawyers are stripped and searched. He's put in a dungeon with a small bed, a 10-by-6 bed where he cannot even move around. The floors sometimes he's even left to sleep on the floor with no lights. They just shine the lights on him. On a normal case as big as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, if the DSS wants to prove that they are doing the right thing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, they should show us where he's living, where he's staying. As far as I'm concerned, the prison yards are public places. If you switch on an American TV, they even do shows in the prison. They do shows there. Let us know where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is staying. We are saying that you are violating and torturing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you say it's a lie, show us where you are putting him. They don't burn you well. You know you cannot do it. You know you cannot dare it because you know that the circumstances at which you are putting him in is not the circumstances that is befitting of a reasonable human being. But you are leaving him there to suffer. And that same suffering will fall upon you and all of your generations. He say, you all are thinking that you are smart enough. You kidnapped a whole human being, a whole British citizen, a subject of the Queen of England, and you brought him to Nigeria, torturing him, denying him his fundamental human rights, and you think God will not punish you? God will punish you. God will punish you. God will punish you, all of you. Even if you have done the wrong thing, there is a particular part of your brain that will tell any right rethinking person that if you, as soon as when you have done the wrong thing, the best thing is to retrace your steps and do the right thing. But you are still doing agidi. Nobody can tell us anything. No wahala. No wahala. Time will tell. Time will tell. I'm going to play another video. I think this video is very important, and it's one of the videos of I'm not even sure if I can share it, but I believe I should be able to share it. Yes. I'm going to share this video. And share. And this is the video of the lawyer talking. The lawyer talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. All right. This is one of the lawyers talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. And this is lawyer Mike Ozokeme. Mike Ozekome.
No, not the two applications, one. And that is the one that is jurisdictional, which is saying that all the 15 counts in the charge are bad, and bad. Like I described it before the court, they are dead as legal. All that the court requires is to give them a decent burial. Because there is nothing whatsoever in the counts at all. You are accusing Nnamdi Kanu of making some broadcast. You didn't say where this broadcast was made. Was it made in the spirit world? Was it made in the air? Was it made under the ground? You didn't state. That was to run away from the first count they had filed, which we got, which we attacked when they had.
Apologies, I think.
The United Kingdom. So they thought that by not mentioning the place, they had gotten away from it. But as a matter of fact, they had worsened their case because the Federal High Court Act says specifically, Section 34, that you must state the very location, specific location where an offense has been committed. That is one. They couldn't state any. They say may brokers, and that the brokers were in furtherance of some treasonable acts. For you to charge a person with furthering treason, you must have to charge the person with treason. Nnamdi Kanu is not charged with treason here. We call it the predicate offense. It is from this predicate offense that the acts of furthering will emanate. So they are building castles on empty air. There's nothing to support it. You are saying that the brokers he made led to protests, violent protests in the East and in Lagos, affecting Lagos transportation system. Does this court have jurisdiction territorially over Lagos and matters that happen near Ule, near Ihiala, in Anambra State? No. Does this court have jurisdiction over matters if there was an offense committed, for example, say in UK? Does this court have jurisdiction over matters that happen in UK? Answer: no, because this court cannot exercise jurisdiction on matters within a sovereign land, another country that has sovereignty under international law. Another major point is that you are trying this man, saying for committing for belonging to a proscribed organization. And I must now say this, contrary to what the prosecution said last time. Nnamdi Kanu has never denied being a member of IPOB. He says, I am not a member of proscribed IPOB. I want all of you to know the difference. And when IPOB was proscribed through the court process, Nnamdi Kanu challenged it. The matter is at the Court of Appeal currently. Nobody knows the judgment of the Court of Appeal. If the Court of Appeal finally says,
I apologize for the break in transmission, but the point I want to point out in this video is simply that at the end of the day, you cannot criminally allege that a suspect commits a crime in the Federal High Court when you are not clear as to where these crimes were being committed. Mike Ozekome was very clear in his briefing. You cannot say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed this crime. Where? The Federal High Court doesn't have jurisdiction over crimes that were committed outside of Nigeria. Simple and short. So you cannot be bringing any frivolous claims and be acting like you just want to build a castle on the air. That's why he keeps using the word dead as dodo. Dead as dodo. They know for a fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hasn't committed any crime. Rather, they are the ones in trial. They think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in trial. They don't know that they are the ones in trial. At the end of the day, history has already vindicated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's already a hero in so many people's faces. Of course, he's a villain in some other people's faces, but that's the nature of life. You cannot be a hero in everybody's book. I am a hero to some. I'm also a villain to some. It all depends on the area that you come at me. But the point I'm trying to make here in essence is whatever delay they think they want to play, at the end of the day, judgments will come. And that judgment will be against the Nigerian government for playing the role of both the accuser, the judge, and the jury. And they are also prosecuting without no fairness, no human rights, no decency. Even though you hate somebody so much, at the end of the day, the law is expected to be blind. The law is expected to be fair. The law is expected to be just. But unfortunately, we live in a system of government where it is based on who you know and who you offend that can determine your length of stay in prison. And I just want to make this very clear that yes, the road to justice may be a slow, long road. But hold on. Justice is coming. Even if justice does not come in the Federal High Court, it will come in other courts. And at the end of the day, all that matters is that justice is coming. Having said that, I hope you all have been able to, learn one or few things from today's broadcast and enjoy it as well. And if you're just coming, please kindly like this broadcast, comment, tell me what you learned, tell me what you want to see, and be a part of this show. We're growing, and we need you all to support us. Also, please follow us on our YouTube channel, The Leadership Standard, and help us grow our subscribers, please. We intend to be more frequent based on our availability, but I want you all to know that we stand in the space of justice. And if other people can say that they stand, on the mandate of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they stand, I want to clearly say that on the mandate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I stand. Because since I've been born till now, he is one of the greatest leaders I have ever met and I've ever seen in my personal life. And because of that, I say, all hail Biafra. God bless the people of Biafra. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and get him out of the dungeon sooner than the enemies would expect. And I pray that God will see him through no matter what he's facing right now. Thank you all for watching. I remain your humble host, Ibuchi Law. Let's do this sometime again. Very soon, I'll be here again. Thank you, and have a great day.